Live. Theme song's coming on. This is my cousin rapping. Live by the champ. To you raw. This is Wrestling with Savage. Down with the title. This is Wrestling with Savage. What? Love that fucking song. Thank you guys for a nice fucking theme song. We're live. We're back. Now we're going to be covering AEW Rampage. Back again with Dave. Jay is still out sick. He's not feeling well. Actually, no, he's just working right now. He's working right now. He's making his money. So we're gonna be here doing the show, going over Rampage. Quick show, only an hour show. Wasn't live, was pre-recorded tonight. Dave, what did you think overall of Rampage tonight? Did you have a good time? Did you enjoy your hour of watching it?
For the most part, it was alright.
Holy shit!
What happened?
You are so loud.
You want to lower the volume there?
Nah, you're good, bro. I'll lower it a little bit. I don't know how that happened. You're good.
Technical difficulty.
Nah, you're good. You can keep going.
No, but Rampage, it was okay. Rampage. I didn't think it was a great Rampage. It was alright.
It was alright.
What you thought about it?
I thought it was a pretty good main event that made up for the whole show. We had a couple of quick matches. Nothing crazy. It started off good with the first match of the night, which was going to be, as you're seeing right now, Dante Martin and Jon Moxley going at it live on AEW Rampage. Honestly, the match started out with your traditional wrestling. I mean, the boys were in the ring. They were walking the ring. You know, it just starts off traditional lockup. You see a nice chain wrestling going on, hammer locks, side headlocks. Mox was staying in control. We get a nice shoulder block from Mox to Dante, leaving Dante stunned in the corner. Both men walk the ring. Then again, Dante with a nice take on a drop kick, bouncing off the ropes with its back. Now Dante with a big springboard, but jumps back in the ring, kind of like a nice fake out. Both men back in the ring and meet in the middle. Now the chopping starts. Mox was asking for chops. He asks for another, then he asks for another. Then Mox comes back with a chop of his own and just drops Dante with one chop, one really hard, stiff chop. Now he takes him to the corner, gives him another nasty chop that was loud. Takes him to another corner, gives him another nasty chop that was nice and loud. Now he takes him to the next corner, but Dante reverses, lands 3 chops of his own, but this only pisses off Mox, who then Irish whips the shit out of him into the corner as we go into picture-in-picture. What were you thinking about the match at this point? Were you surprised with the pace?
No. Actually, the last time they had a match, they actually had a really good match. So I was expecting already a good match between them two. They always giving each other respect, as you saw when it started. He gave his hand out to him, and Mox kind of gave him, like, I always bring it back to Austin because he's the one that always brings my love of wrestling. And it gave me Austin vibe, you know, when he just shook his hand and he went to the corners and just sat there with his hands draped on the ropes. It was very Austin-like. But I like, you know, they already had kind of a mutual respect for each other, so the match started out the way it was, and, you know, trying to outpower each other with the chops and stuff like that. I don't know about the whole... Moxie never was the guy to be a chopper, so I don't know why they made it look like he had like a devious chop or something like that, but the match was...
Well, he's been chopping a lot more ever since coming to AEW. I mean, that's just the way the matches get dictated sometimes, especially with when they start getting in the ring with a lot of these Japanese guys and all that. That's all Chop City now. They've probably been working way more shows with New Japan, or like maybe house shows or just independent shows, so I think Mox is just getting abused over there by these guys too. They're chopping the shit out of him, so he's making everybody pay for it. But I think he really likes Dante Martin. I feel like the whole commentary team really likes Dante Martin. They were all putting him over. Jericho, Taz, William Regal was giving Dante Martin super high praise, but saying at the end of the day he's in the ring with a killer. So good night, and we'll see you later. Back from break, Moxley with a nice Texas cloverleaf lock up. He drags him to the middle to really amp up on the submission. He's in the ring. Now he modifies it to like a stretch, almost like a crossface kind of like stretch. Kind of like a crossface, but something like more, yeah, it's just basically like a nice stretch on the neck. Now we get a headlock with knees to the top of the head and a running knee, and now a pin, kick out at 2. Dante now with a running front flip into a Hurricane Rana, that was crazy looking. That kid is super athletic. Mox was now perched on the ropes. Now Mox looking for a butterfly suplex off the top rope and another kick out by Dante. Now we see the hammer and anvil shots by Moxley. He misses the running lariat. Now Dante gets Mox to the outside, and Dante takes to the sky with a leaping springboard leap, and now a high flying crossbody in the ring and a pin. We get a kick out by Mox at 2. Taz says the fans hate you, Jericho. They all wanted to see you bald. Jericho says they can all shut up. I'm richer than all of them, and I don't care what they have to say. Now Mox with a sleeper takes Dante and perches him on the top rope. We see an avalanche sliced bread from Dante to Mox with a kick out again from Mox. Both men exchanging shots. Mox catches a nice cutter out of nowhere, which I was really surprised to see him use that move out of nowhere. You don't really see that from him too much in his matches. Dante with a nasty sunset flip, huge lariat by Mox, and this match is not over. Another kick out from Dante. Now more hammer and anvil elbows to Dante, who looks knocked out, and now Mox going for the nasty submission hammerlock stretch, and Dante taps out. What are you grading this match? What did you think about the results? I mean, obviously, I'm sure you knew Mox was going to win.
Yeah, I didn't expect with a submission. That kind of surprised me. Mentioning the whole cutter thing, actually, I was critiquing it because he's been doing it a lot lately.
I haven't seen it. So, I don't really remember him doing it too much.
The last, I think, 2-3 matches, he's pulled it out. He's pulled out the cutter.
Maybe that's why they're not too memorable. But like the last 3 years, he hasn't been doing that move. Like you know,
exactly.
That's
so it's
kind of
weird.
I'm not processing it that he even did it the last 2 matches yet because I'm not used to it being in his repertoire.
I noticed it when he the last 2-3 matches he's been doing it, and it caught me off guard because it's like a lot of people. It's almost the cutter is becoming like the new super kick. Like everybody does it. Like everybody does.
Or like a DDT. Or like a DDT or a suplex.
It's like it's so horrid. Like it's crazy, but it is what it is. He does have a nice cutter. He does do it like a RKO and come out of nowhere. So.
Probably that's why he does it, because he wants to show, hey, I can do it better than some of these guys. Like, you know, look at the way I do it. You can't blame him. When everybody's doing it off a ladder and off of this, and I mean every wrestler in the world is using that move.
That's what I mean. It's like everybody is.
He's like, why not? What does he have to lose by doing it at this point? Does he really need it?
Yeah, I guess like I said, it's like the new super kick. Everybody does.
What do you grade this?
Anyhow, I'll probably give it like a 3.
3? Okay. I give it a 3.5 because I was surprised. I was surprised with it. I didn't think it was going to be... I thought it was going to be a shorter match, and they actually, you know, put on, I think, the longest match of the night. They were in there for like almost 20 minutes.
No, I thought, like I said, the last match they had was a good match. That's where the whole rapport started, where, you know, they're shaking hands and stuff like that. Since that match, Mox already kind of like had respect for him. So now when they came to this match, that's why you saw how it started when he tried to shake his hand and all that, because they already knew they kind of had that mutual respect. So I already expected it to be a good match, so I wasn't surprised of how long it was or anything like that. I was surprised it was a submission.
It was still a good match. I was just really surprised that, like I said, like it went that fucking long. I didn't think it was going to go that long because of the other matches. Well, first of all, I didn't think that 3-on-3 match was going to be, you know, we're going to get into that in a second, but Jesus Christ. You know, it was really fucking short. After this, we had an interview with Tony, interviewing Swerve and Keith Lee, basically asking them if they're on the same page. Lee says, sure, but Swerve says, you know, yeah, maybe. And then Keith Lee's like, I'll give you 30 seconds to tell me why I should not kick your ass. Swerve says, last week was a singles competition, not a tag team. I'm sure you would have thrown me out if you had the chance. Now Hobbs and Ricky Starks interrupt and say you two have yet to beat us. I thought this was shit. I mean, I didn't like it. I didn't like the setup. I didn't like the promo. And Hobbs and Starks deserve way better than this. They should have vignettes or like some kind of like, you know, better, you know, produced something. This is shit. You know, Tony, cut the shit, as Jade would fucking say. Tony, cut the shit. What'd you think? Were you impressed by this? I wasn't entertained by this.
Nah, I didn't even. It was really quick too, so can't really make much of it,
Nah, it was fucking a shit show. After this, we got a promo from House of Black and Death Triangle. We allowed you to walk in a world. Now Death Triangle says, Malachi, you were nothing but a clown trying to impersonate a clown. I don't even know what the fuck that means. It's time I take you out of this world and into the next, says Black. Then Pac says, we're going to send you packing back to the depths, you strange creep. Said something else too, but I had no fucking idea what he said with his fucking Peaky Blinders accent over there. And then we get the next match, which is going to be Max Caster, Austin, Colton Gunn versus Ruffin It, which is, I guess, a new trio that are featuring Bear Country, which are these two big white guys. And then you have this little guy who's like half their size, not even. He's like as big as their leg. I don't know. The match starts. Max Caster. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I thought it was Cheeseburger first. You ever heard that wrestler named Cheeseburger?
He looks more like Beetlejuice. Really fucking tiny. Really tiny. Max Caster and the Ass Boys versus Bear Country. Austin Gunn messing up Ruffin right away. That's his name, Ruffin. Kind of like Rufio from Hook. I guess.
Oh, yeah.
Ruffin. And we get the triple scissors in the ring. The best moment of this match was the triple scissors in the ring. And then, of course, the absolute top moment in this match were when Billy Gunn and what's the other guy's name? I haven't seen him in the ring now, so I keep forgetting his name. The guy from Max Caster's teammate. Damn, we suck.
Bowen, something like that.
Well, whatever. He was scissoring with Billy Gunn, the guy in the wheelchair. We're gonna just say guy in wheelchair for now until we fucking nail his name. Just like Man in the Mask, we got guy in wheelchair now. Scissoring with Billy Gunn, and then they have a close-up shot of a fan who's scissoring himself, and he's going like this. He's like fucking screaming, just having a good fucking time. Did you catch that shot?
No, you told me about it, and I do not. I mean, I have it DVR'd. So
you would have fucking loved it. I'm telling you, just like this guy's, the look on his face, he looked so fucking happy to just be watching this. He was so fucking happy. Anyway, the match is going on. We get a nice fight back. Ruffin was trying to. I don't know if it's Ruffin or Ruffin. I think it's Ruffin. Ruffin tries to fight back, but we get a nice chop from Austin Gunn. Now nice stops from Austin Gunn. Gunn boys drop Ruffin, and they set up Max Caster for the elbow drop off the top rope for the win. And the match is over. I gave it a 1 star for the 1 star that was in the ring and Max Caster.
Wow, you actually gave it a star?
Yeah. I like Max Caster, bro. I'm a Max Caster guy.
I like Max Caster.
He's a star. I'm giving it a 1 star for him. It was a draw.
The match was like, what, a minute? 2
Not
minutes,
even.
maybe?
Not even. 56 seconds.
I'm not rating that.
I don't blame you. I'm just, like I said, I'm giving it a 1 star. Look, if I go back to the way I used to rate matches, Dave, every match would be like a 1.5 star, 2 star. Like 5-star matches, I would rate it probably a 3.5 if I was as harsh as I used to be. But, this new approach that I have to wrestling, I try to be more open and optimistic because it's the only way I can get through some of these programs. If I don't sit there and appreciate wrestling for being wrestling, I would be miserable right now. Because some of these matches are fucking brutal. Like, even the match right now we're talking about. This is a disgrace to wrestling. This is. Not what somebody else will fucking mention is a disgrace to fucking wrestling. We're not going to get into that, but this is actually a disgrace to wrestling.
His name is Anthony Bowen.
Anthony Bowens. Well, there you go. When Anthony Bowens and Billy Gunn were scissoring, right after, the best part of this match was watching that fan's reaction to all of this. He was loving it. They zoom in on him. He's like, He's like fucking banging. He's scissoring himself, man. He's loving it. This is going to be a big thing. I feel like...
Nothing wrong with scissoring.
I think the Acclaimed, if they stay together, they're going to be one of the best fucking tag teams ever. They're going to have it. They already have everything. They got the mic guy. They got the look guy. They got the hype guy. All they got to do is nail some moves in the ring. Put another year or 2 on them. They're getting better. It's sad that this guy got injured. But I love that they're still incorporating him in all of this. He's got to be loving this shit. He gets to just roll out with his boys in his little wheelchair, still gets a paycheck, still does the scissors. He's still on TV. People aren't forgetting his name. Yeah, but at least he's still making his impact on each match. He gets a mic in his hand. He gets his moment on TV. You know what I mean? A lot of other guys, they get injured and they tell him, boy, just go home. This guy's like, nah, I'm good. I'll be right there with you every step of the way at every show. So for that, I give him credit. But you give it a 0, I give it a 1. After this, we get an interview from Hook. Next week, you're going to take someone from the Tokyo Dojo or something. I really didn't catch what she was saying. And she says, does anything excite Hook? Hook's just not answering any questions. He answers no questions. Then, of course, Danhausen comes out. Danhausen starts saying, it's exciting to take on the top talent for New Japan, and we're going to destroy it. And then the Hook stops him and says, I got this. Danhausen says, he's got this. Back to you. Ooh. Yo, listen. I love it. Acclaim, man, I'm telling you. The future. I love it, man. I'm a big Acclaim supporter. Next, we get the match that I was praying for, and they actually screwed me. They screwed me tonight, because usually my specialty is catching the botches, Dave. And I got to tell you right now, analytic-wise, Jade Cargill has done more for my TikTok page than any other superstar alive today. My Jade Cargill botched mixtapes have over 4 million views by themselves. Okay? It's insanity what she's doing for me on TikTok. And the amount of hate and support I get at the same time, it's incredible. It's incredible. There's actually a lot of people, she has a lot of supporters, and they come and they get so upset. How dare you? How? She's green. She's still learning. What's wrong with you? How could you say these about her? She's not that bad.
You can't hurt that little heart.
Yeah, I know. But usually I really look forward to Jade Cargill matches now. Like more than your typical match and typical wrestler. Because I know the potential for content is there. And tonight there was a moment that there was a sure shit botch in picture-in-picture. And what they did to protect Jade is they took the picture-in-picture and went full picture. Did you notice that? Did that happen on your telecast? Or did you stay in picture-in-picture? All right, so you just didn't notice it. They went to commercial and you fucked off. You were doing whatever you were doing. Well, while you were doing that, I was paying attention, waiting for the botch. And the botch came, and then as soon as you saw the botch start to formulate, like you knew it was about to get real silly looking in there. All of a sudden, full screen commercial. And I was like, ah! They protected her. My man Tony, that's a Tony move right there. He probably said, no, take that off TV. That's why they have her on Rampage. They try not to put her on Dynamite that much. Because she's not...
Well, she is the TBS champion.
She's still not ready. Yeah, but TBS is on fucking Wednesdays. Like, what are you saying right now?
That's why I said it on purpose. She's the TBS. I was being sarcastic.
Yeah, bro.
She's the TBS champion, bro. She got some.
I want to see her on Wednesday nights. So either A, she does perfect and there's nothing to criticize, or I catch every one of her fucking mistakes and I crucify her for it. And that's my job. My job is to crucify the wrestlers. The same way Jesus was crucified on the cross thousands of years ago.
All I know is that
they will pay for their sins, Dave.
There was a boot that she did that looked freaking pretty nasty, bro.
Mm-hmm. Well, anyway, the match starts off. Jericho says Stokely, first time we meet, the pleasure is all yours. Jericho says Jade is this week's Sports Entertainer of the Week. Chris says he is a baddie. This was all fantastic content. Jade showing her power early. First of all, let's actually reiterate on that. You guys are all underestimating what we are witnessing right now. Chris Jericho on commentary is fucking pure gold. Every week. He is the best thing they have going at that announce table. And then the addition of Taz. Taz, it's like he's just there for the ride. He literally just... When Jericho's there, he's like, oh, this is going to be easy. Because I can just bounce off Jericho like this. Like nothing. Yeah. Same with William Regal. Because they have that old school WWF chemistry. Not WWE, WWF chemistry. And it's just magic, bro. It, like when those three get on the mic, it's actually magic. They might be the best commentary team in wrestling as far as like funny. Like they make funny ass remarks, and they kill it every Friday night. That's my favorite part about Rampage is listening to that commentary team. And if you notice, the man in the mask keeps his fucking mouth shut when those three guys are all on at the same time. He doesn't talk too much.
Yeah, he does most of the advertising.
Yeah, he'll start spamming the matches. He does all the speed reads, the promos, the sponsors, all that bullshit. But then he's like, he just lets that, because he probably loves it, man. He's probably sitting there just jerking off to this shit. He loves it. He fucking
Well,
loves
he's probably
it.
learning from it too.
But he's a fan, bro. He's a fan first before he's even a commentator. He loves this business so much, and you can tell the way he loves it. He's very passionate about everything he talks about. So him sitting next to Jericho, Taz, William Regal, this shit is like the best. He's having the time of his fucking life, man. Imagine you're sitting next to Chris Jericho doing this show right now instead of with just me. Chris was here, Taz. You'd be like a little girl, all giggly.
Right now.
You'd be like, yeah. Or imagine Stone Cold. You'd be like, oh my god, you'd cream yourself. It's really good though. That's the only reason why I really dig Rampage is they do a good job with the commentary, and once in a while they put on some banging matches too. I mean, look for example, last week didn't we get that match? What was it? Young Bucks versus the Ray Phoenix and Penta.
Yeah, that match was ridiculous.
That match was so much better than versus Jungle Express. Like,
oh yeah,
not even close.
So.
Yeah. Anyway, Jade's showing her power early. She's very strong. The woman she was fighting, Willow, isn't a small girl. Not too huge, but, she doesn't look like she's a fucking lightweight. Jade's showing her power early, locking up, Jade bringing her to the corner, and we start seeing some tough shots now, the Irish whip. But Willow cartwheels out of the way. We start seeing, basically, Jade picks her up into a fireman's carry and squats all that weight. So, yeah, she's fucking strong. She definitely has the strength. Jade dodges the attack, and now a nice running boot to the face of Willow from Jade. We go to picture-in-picture, and Jade is in full control until Willow sends Jade into the barricade with Kiera Hogan fanning down Jade on the outside. Now Willow rolls back into the ring real slow. Jade starts kicking her while she is down. We get a headbutt to the turnbuckle, and now a snapmare and a kick to the back. Jade with the crossover and the running elbow, and the second attempt is countered by Willow, and now Jade no-selling some chops, which leads to Willow to chop Jade like 10 times, clotheslines her, and dumps her in the middle of the ring. As she jumps from the second rope to land a big drop kick that sends Jade down, we get a pin, kick out of 2. Willow goes to pick up Jade, but we get a counter, and I think at this point a botch, but they take it away from me because they were in picture-in-picture, and they go from picture-in-picture to fucking full picture, full commercial. So they screwed me, man. Willow with a nice cannonball senton, but the kick out from Jade. Willow actually very impressive tonight. Jade hits the double underhook facebuster, better known as the pedigree, and then hits her finish, which is also a facebuster called Jaded, and picks up the win. Now Hogan in the ring stomping down on Willow, and the fallen goddess is making her way to the ring, but no, wait, she's already in the ring. Perched on the top rope, hits the stunner on Hogan, and Jade hits her with a big pump kick, and now looks for the Jaded, but she gets out of the ring as Chris Statlander comes to help. I gave it a 2.5. What did you see?
I'm pretty much the same. Maybe a 2. I wasn't too excited at the match. The pedigree was funny.
She did it pretty good.
And I was like, when she pulled the pedigree out, I was like, whoa, I didn't see that coming. And the fact that they didn't call it a pedigree,
smart,
was weird.
No, you can't call it a pedigree.
I've seen it in other places and they've called it pedigree. So
yeah, but that shit's like trademark, bro. They're not trying to get sued.
What do you call it? A double arm facebuster?
It's a double. I'll tell you right now. It's like a double underarm facebuster. Yeah, I think that's what he said. Let me see.
That Kiera Hogan chick.
A double underhook facebuster, better known as a pedigree.
That chick, I don't know. She kind of like comes off annoying to me. Every time I see her on a screen, she seems.
I can see that. I can see that. Nonetheless, she had a couple of spots that were actually pretty impressive. It didn't the cannonball was good.
When what's the name? What's the name now? Not Ember Moon. It's
Fallen Goddess Athena.
Athena. Okay. When she went to do her flip stunner, it looked pretty sloppy. I don't know if it was because of Athena or the other chick, but it looked like a pretty sloppy.
If I was her, I would have changed that as her finisher because that's a hard move to do for the next 10 years. And when you do such a move like that, there's always such a risk of just fucking it up. Because
it's
not an easy move to pull off and make look good every time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not like a stunner.
Well,
you just fall on your ass.
She's not gonna change it to just a stunner. So
no. Nothing. She's gonna keep doing that and probably shit in the bed at some point. We're gonna love it. It is. She's not getting younger.
She's gonna pay for the.
People should listen to Hulk Hogan and Stone Cold when they talk about the biggest regrets in their career. All right, Hulk Hogan even said it 100 times. The biggest regret in his career is that he made his finishing move a fucking leg drop. It like ruined his body. He's like, if it wasn't for that stupid fucking leg drop, I would have had another 10 years. You know, Stone Cold too. He's like, oh man, that stunner's rough, man. I wish I would have picked a different move as a finisher. I could have just did the sleeper and people would have loved it. Wouldn't have mattered.
I wonder how much pain he was that night that he had to do like 20 stunners. You know?
Nah, I wonder how he did that.
When he saved when he saved when he
supposedly
saved
when he came out and he did the Wardlow.
Yeah, but his shit was way more. At least he was doing it to wrestlers.
Yeah, but it was
more legit, bro.
I wouldn't call it legit. I mean, you see all the guys running up to him like this. Oh,
like, no, but you know what I mean. Like it was like he was like a god, bro.
Yes. Vince made him like a fucking video game character that had infinity health.
Yeah, that shit was crazy, bro. Like he was playing No Mercy and he had an infinity special.
What are you grading that match, man?
A 2, I guess.
All right, 2. I give it a 2.5. We get a video package of Santam Singh, Sanjay Dunton, and Jay Lethal. Jay calls Joe a lazy champion and says they have been putting in the work. And like the saying goes, you get by with a little help from your friends. And by the looks of my friends, our future is looking bright. We get some Forbidden Door matches announced, which I'm not going to get into right now because there's a lot of them. But I'll tell you that next week on Dynamite, you have Pac versus Pente for that, All-Atlantic Championship tournament match. That should be really good to look forward to. And we're told about another match between Chris Jericho and Lance Archer versus Mox and Hiroshi Tanahashi, which is kind of cool. You get to see them team up a little bit before their match. I'm actually interested in seeing those two matches. Those both sound like fun matches, especially Pac versus Pente. You know they're going to probably steal the fucking show. Those two guys are going to steal the fucking show. Like, I think, that night. I'm pretty sure they're going to have
You never seen Tanahashi, right?
No. I've seen clips. Actually, I saw a couple of clips earlier today. I still haven't seen a full match. But from the clips I saw, he looks crazy when he comes out in his New Japan attire. Like, he looks like a fucking, like, Super Saiyan or some shit. Like, crazy shit. Yeah, he looked fucking crazy looking.
He's cool.
And the video that I saw, he had like the washboard stomach. My man came out like just jacked to all hell, looking like a fucking Japanese god. I don't know what the fuck I was watching. Shit looked wild. He's definitely a character.
You gotta watch match.
I gotta watch. I'm definitely interested in watching some of that. Back from break, we see the interview with Mark Henry and Darby and Red Dragon, Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly. Mark reminds Darby that they are the ones that took out Sting. Bobby says stepping into a ring with me is not a good idea. Take your stupid face paint somewhere down the street. Darby says by the end of the night your leg is going to be broke. Mark says there has been enough talk and it's time for the main event. Darby Allin versus Bobby Fish. Right away we get a nice dragon screw, sends Darby across the ring rolling to the outside, and you would see this dragon screw be utilized throughout the night all over the arena. We get the nice, basically roll to the outside. Darby was sent spine first into the ring apron. Now a huge shoulder block attempt by Bobby. Darby gave him a Charlie horse, which this was a nice spot to see because it was different. You know, it wasn't like a traditional move. Like he gave him like some move that you would do at the park when someone pisses you off on the basketball court and you want to send them fucking flying when they go up for a fucking rebound. You know what I mean? It was nice to see. Nice Charlie horse. Sends Bobby completely out of control, crashing down hard. Now Darby putting his body on the line, going for those high-risk moves he's known for. Connects with one. Next one is countered by Fish into a nasty backbreaker. Fish misses a beautiful moonsault. Now Darby with a fucking super nasty spinning shoulder dive out of the middle of the rope. You remember that move he did where he dove out the rope? And like he literally like twisted his fucking body like a fucking weapon and just... That looked amazing. That was the best diving attack I've ever seen from him. Ever. And he's done some good ones.
Yeah, he always gets so close to like banging his head to the gate. Somehow doesn't do it.
Dude, he's like a fucking pinball, bro. He's like a pinball in the pinball machine, and the whole arena is the machine, and he's the pinball. Just bop, 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 bop.
Yeah, there's times that he dives and it's like he just throws himself. Like, it's crazy. I don't know how he does that and doesn't get hurt.
Super nasty, like I said. Super fucking nasty. Move of the night. Highlight of the night. That shit looked so incredible. Looked so good. Now Fish was in full control, teeing off on Darby on the outside. You can see that there's animosity here between the way they're fighting. Just like their effort level. Makes it feel more real. Makes it look more real. Every move has meaning. Every kick, punch, combo, all has significance in a match like this. They were telling a good story. It was all sick looking, bro. We get a sick looking dragon screw into the barricade from Fish to Darby, which looked nasty. It looked like he hit his neck and his head on the barricade and on the concrete. There was no give on any of that. You know, that's just a rough bump. Bottom of the Darby's neck hit that steel post. Damn, now another dragon screw into the barricade again. Now we go into picture-in-picture. During the break, Bobby was in full control, sending Darby back into the ring and going for the pin. We see the kick out. Now Bobby with a nice kick off the dodge and a running lariat to a grounded Darby. Disgusting scorpion death drop from Darby. Darby counters the sleeper and then hits a code red. Kick out from Fish at 2. Now Darby up top hits the coffin drop from the top rope to the outside on Fish. Darby was doing a good job of selling the leg the whole time, the leg damage. What did you think so far up to this point in the match? Like, did you think you were getting your money's worth finally of investing into AEW Rampage for the night?
Well, Rampage at this point was okay so far. The Darby matches, you already know he's going to be doing those crazy dives, all that stuff is kind of typical. So the match is good. I would have hoped for a little less of the spot stuff because he does a lot of spot stuff, and there's already been a lot of spot stuff up to this point. So, but the match is alright so far.
Alright. We get a nice fucking nasty spear from Bobby Fish, sending him and Darby through the ropes to the outside. Both men on the apron exchanging shots. Now Fish with the ankle lock and the disgusting German suplex to Darby on the apron, sending him flying to the floor. We get, honestly, at this point, I'm like, pin him. This shit is over. Fish bringing Darby back in the ring and perching Darby on the top rope, and we see a high-flying Falcon Arrow superplex. Darby reverses the submission from Bobby into the Last Supper and picks up the win. By the way, that superplex that turned into a Falcon Arrow, fucking nasty looking, bro. And the way Darby countered all this straight up into the win. Now Bobby attacks Darby non-stop. Shots non-stop. Bobby calling for Colorado, who comes out with a steel chair, walking towards the ring, obviously real slow. Lights go out, and now Sting is here right in front of Kyle with Tony saying, "It's Sting!" Sting with a low blow to Kyle with a bat, and then kicks the bat to add more damage, and now has the chair and the bat, hands the chair to Darby, who's now in control in the ring, and he attacks the leg of Fish. He's looking to do exactly what he said he was going to do and break Bobby's leg. Now we get the coffin drop on the chair, which was tied up to the leg, destroying Bobby Fish's leg. I thought this match was incredible. I thought there was big moves, big spots, a great pace. I didn't notice any mistakes. Great selling from Darby and from Fish. Good move selection. Good storytelling. And, of course, a clean finish and a surprise return to help Darby after the match. And he just, this made Darby look stronger. He didn't need Sting to come out and help him get the win. Got the win on his own over a really good competitor. He looked stronger than ever after this match. I'm giving this match a 5-star for Darby Allin's performance and Bobby Fish's performance. I thought they killed it. They entertained the shit out of me. And if you didn't watch this match, I'd highly recommend going back and watch it. It's a good 15 minutes, and it was better than anything you're going to see on SmackDown, including the main event. This was better than their main event. This was better than their main event. Yeah, I'm sorry. As a wrestling match, it was. It just was way better. More entertaining.
I found myself more into the Roman match.
Yeah, but you're into the Roman match because the title's on the line and Roman, the tribal chief, is there. That's why. You acknowledge him. And I understand that.
Okay, but...
See, and you even admit it.
Point is...
Acknowledge him.
The point is that the Roman match for me was a lot better than this match. Not to say that this match sucked, but for me, I'm kind of like numb to Darby now because he does. Like,
You're more
me,
numb to Darby than Riddle? Wow.
I mean, I watch AEW more than I watch WWE.
Considering how much you complain about Riddle doing all of Randy's moves, I would have figured you would have thought this match was way better.
Yeah, but Roman made the match better, you know. So Riddle is annoying because he does Randy's moves. That's just a different type of annoyance, but it didn't hinder the fact that the match was good because of the variables of it, I guess. The fact that it was a championship match probably is why it elevated my interest in it. Yes, I might agree with that. But the Darby thing is that I'm so like, before I used to be like, whoa, he's crazy. Now I'm like, oh, okay. You know what I mean? Like,
because he's turned the crazy into normal.
Yeah, it's like Steph Curry almost. Like Steph Curry, before he used to be like, wow, you can shoot threes almost from the half. Now he shoots a three from the half. You're like, oh, okay. You know, it's like a normal thing now. So that's what it's becoming. That's why I say I'm becoming a little numb with Darby because it's always the same stuff. But I'm not taking away the fact that the match wasn't good. I'm saying the match was good for me. It was a good match, but like I said, I wish he could start changing a little bit of his style, show a little different, something different. You know, like it's almost the same thing all the time.
I get that.
But at the end of the day, I will give it about a 3.5 at least. Now I'm not gonna shit on it like that.
3.5.
I'm not pulling.
Well, you gave the Roman one a 4. Yeah, that's right. You gave the Roman one a 4. Well, if I had to give you my top moments of the night in order, for me, the number one moment of the night is Now, Then, and Forever. By far. That's number one, without a doubt. Vince McMahon coming back.
Together.
Doing his thing together. Exactly. It's always together. And number 2 would have to probably be... I got to think about it for a second, but it's probably the main event of Rampage. That was great. Number 3 would be the main event of SmackDown. Number 4 would be Corbin and Pat McAfee going at it. And number 5 would probably be... It's either between Max Dupree or just Jericho basically telling everybody that he's got more money than you. I enjoyed that. I had a good time tonight, though. It was better, like you said. It was you tuned into SmackDown and you actually got to see a good main event for once, and you were happy with what you saw, which is rare for SmackDown. So
yeah, that is. I don't watch SmackDown, so the mere fact that I actually watched it and I got a good main event, I actually came out of it happy. I was like, oh, I'm glad I watched SmackDown.
Yeah, no, and I'm sure you enjoyed. I don't think you enjoyed the Vince as much as I did. I loved it. I mean, really.
I was just. I guess I had expected a little more. I knew he wasn't gonna talk really directly about what's going on.
Of course, I expected I didn't know. Well, honestly, I didn't know what to expect. To be honest with you.
Yeah, I didn't know what to expect neither, but I didn't think that it was gonna be something so short.
But I loved it. I thought it was perfect.
I didn't expect. I mean, I get it after he said it, but it was still random at first.
Oh yeah. Like I said, the way I break it down, I think it's good, bro. Like that one statement, like I said, it means a lot of different things to a lot of different people. Everyone's going to take it differently. Everyone's going to have their own perception. And that's what makes it so fucking ingenious. Because sometimes less is more. So he knew he was going to do this probably from last night. He said, I know exactly what I'm going to say. I got this. They probably were like, what are you going to... Vince, what are you going to... You know all day long. The people in his circle were all probably like texting him or calling. What are you going to say? What are you going to say? Why are you going on TV as Vince McMahon? What are you thinking? What are you going to say? And he probably told them all the same thing. I got this. It's going to be good shit.
It's going to be some good shit.
It's going to be some good... I guarantee you, when Mox saw this, because at 8 o'clock I know where Mox was, and he was on the TV watching SmackDown. because I know he wanted to hear what Vince had to say, and he even probably was like, he might have even been crying, like out of tears with laughter. A lot of these guys in the law, you need to know that tonight, Vince McMahon made all his boys, and by his boys, I'm going to say his soldiers, his troops, all those legends, all those people that Vince gave careers to, opportunities to, all the boys, let's say. Undertaker, Stone Cold, The Rock, Kurt Angle, Triple H, Batista, Randy Orton, Ric Flair, Shawn Michaels. Even Bret Hart was probably like, holy shit, man. That was fucking great. They were all probably like, just like, that's Vince McMahon. That's Vince McMahon. That's it. I mean,
probably expected it.
Some of them probably were rolling in tears, loving it. I could picture Big Show falling off of his couch in laughter. That's what I envision.
It is possible. It is possible.
The only person that probably did not find this funny was Sasha Banks.
Why? She got released, so she should be happy.
Yeah, but that's why she didn't find it funny, and she's a woman, and he probably tried to sleep with her too. Or maybe he did.
I don't think. I think she got her wish. She wanted to be released, and she got it.
Vince McMahon's list, bro. It's a big hit list.
Literally hit list.
Nobody's got a bigger hit list than Vinnie Mac. I promise you that. And he admitted to having like several relationships at a time with these women. So he'd go from one locker room to another. Did you see that video I sent you that I put together of Vince McMahon with all like some of the different clips of him and the women? Scenes that he did over the years?
No.
I
didn't notice it at least.
Yeah, in the Facebook group chat, I sent you 3 videos of Vince McMahon where I do commentary on each one. The first one is a clip of different scenes that he did with women. Stacy Keibler, Trish Stratus, Kelly, you know. That other one from ECW, I forgot her name. You probably know who I'm talking about. When she first came over. With the brown hair, the brunette. Forgot her name, man.
Don Marino.
Yeah, Don Marie. There you go. Yep, Don Marie. And then there's another video where then Vince McMahon, he's walking through the arena. Everyone's standing around. And then he gets in his limo, and it blows up. And he fakes his own death. And I did my commentary. I did my commentary with like my theory. I'm like, are we going to see something like this again from tonight? Is he going to come out and get hit by a fucking car? Is a wrestler going to attack him, maybe kill him, and injure him off TV? Because like I said, I didn't know what I was going to expect tonight from the whole story. And then the third video is the SmackDown after he killed himself or died or whatever. And then all the superstars are on the ramp, and they're doing the moment of silence. And there's just shots of people in the audience like thinking this is hilarious. They're dinging the bill. All the wrestlers are supposed to like look sad because Vince is dead. You know, it was great. and you know who was the champion of that at the time of SmackDown?
John Cena.
Edge.
Oh, Edge.
So if you see Edge, and then what I said in the video, which I thought was funny, is you see Edge and then you see everybody else, like the actual roster. And I was like, yo, if I was Vince McMahon and I had that roster at that time, I would have killed myself too. That roster was the biggest joke I've ever seen on live TV. The 5 biggest stars they had were Edge, Ric Flair, Batista, and then like maybe 2 girls. Everybody else was like just straight caca. Like the caca of caca. Like the worst. Like that show, that episode, they literally probably had the worst roster they've ever had in SmackDown's history. That's how fucking bad it was. Nobodies. Just like 40 nobodies. All standing out there trying to pretend to look sad because Vince is dead. You should watch the one with the woman though. You'll appreciate that one. I went in on the clips. Like I put like the real raunchy ones. Like the one where he's making out with Stacy Keibler. very uncomfortable. Like he's like she's just standing there and he's like licking her lips and her tongue, sticking his tongue down her throat. Like he did all this shit.
Remember the Trish Stratus one?
Oh yeah, the Trish Stratus one was fucking crazy too. They were all good. And then there's the one with Don Marie where like she's sitting on his lap and he's like just straight up like just like touching her tits, like going crazy. I was like, damn, this guy's nuts, bro. Did all this crazy shit on TV and got away with it. Nobody's gotten away with more than Vince McMahon over the years. Like everybody else, they're canceled. They do any of the things he's done today, they're canceled. Vince is still doing it in 2022, and he came out on TV and he let you know. Now, then,
oh boy,
forever, together. Don't worry, Vince McMahon will be banging your favorite superstar sometime soon. Just know it. It's coming for you. NXT women's roster, be ready. Vince is going to have a lot of free time. I'm sure he's going to make his way to the Performance Center. And he's going to be expecting a performance from each and every one of you.
Where's Linda McMahon through all this?
Does she care?
She's in politics, though, no?
She has a billionaire bank account. Do you think she really cares? Like she doesn't hire 40 Cabana Boys to rub every part of her body.
Oh, yeah.
If you had that kind of money, you wouldn't be guessing. You'd be doing.
I haven't seen her in a minute. That's what I mean. Like I haven't seen her.
Dave, at this point, me and you, if we had access to Vince McMahon kind of money, I really don't even think we would know what to do. At first,
no, we don't know that kind of.
We probably would make stupid mistakes.
Oh yeah, big time.
Like right away. Like we wouldn't be making Vince McMahon moves. That's for sure.
No.
We'd be making. We just got money for the first time. Millionaire status moves. Fuck you, money. There's no more left. We gotta move.
What do you mean there's no more left?
We gotta move.
Got this place.
What's my monthly expenses? Oh, I gotta pay $190,000 a year just to live here.
Shit.
Okay. Let me get my stuff. Let me get my stuff.
I think it's time to sell.
No, you can't sell because you don't own it yet. You're still paying it off. You're fucked.
Well, then you fucked this. Okay. You won the lottery.
All right, Jay. Well, hopefully we see Jay here on fucking Tuesday. I guess it'll be for NXT. He's always iffy for Raw.
Right.
I don't know.
Oh.
No, wait. You're the one that's always iffy
He's more.
for Raw.
I'm the one that.
Yeah, you.
He's
piece
more
of shit.
consistent.
You fucking fall asleep on Mondays, bro. Monday's not your day.
Raw is the worst, bro. Ugh. Yeah, no,
So-
hell no.
So just
Well,
why
I
don't you
gotta
just
work Mondays and
you know what you should
try
do?
taking
Why don't you
naps
just
and stuff
DVR
like
it? DVR it. Start watching it like an hour and a half before it ends. Fast forward through all the bullshit and then watch the main event.
I tried doing that last time. Tried to do it to the DVR and
I know it's real hard to press that fast forward button, bro. I know it's tough. Moving those fingers over a quarter of an inch. It's
you
just,
can press fast forward all you want. It doesn't change the fact that the show sucked. So.
you gotta have a more open mind, dude. Don't become like Jay.
Shut the fuck up with the more open mind. This
Don't
show
become
sucked
like
and
Jay.
sucked, bro.
You gotta embrace the suckiness. We know it's going to suck. It's not like you're going into it expecting it to be good. Anyway, this Monday night's going to be incredible. If you don't watch on Monday night, then you're just not a wrestling fan. All right? Ezekiel, his older brother's going to be there. I don't know if you heard, but Elias, who's the older brother of Ezekiel, he's coming back. And he's doing a special concert for the fans. And it's going to be magical. It's going to be like as big as when Lady Gaga does like a concert. It's already heard. It's sold out. Tickets, the scalpers on eBay, the tickets are going for in the thousands of dollars now because that's the demand to see Elias in concert. It's out there, bro. He's one of the biggest legends in the history of professional wrestling and one of the biggest legends in the history of television and mankind.
Stop it now, please.
WWE
Stop it.
Stands for Walked
Stop it.
with Elias.
What?
Why are you hating on Elias for?
Because he's not a legend, bro. Stop it.
Oh, he's an absolute legend. Did you not hear his first album? All right, Dave. Tomorrow you have a mission.
Really?
I want you to go on YouTube, and I want you to listen to Elias's first feature album.
I'm good.
Come on, bro. I guarantee you will die laughing. You will enjoy it.
I think I would rather listen to the Logic album right now than this.
Let me tell you something. Elias is the only thing that's even entertaining sometimes on Monday nights. Just know that.
You mean Ezekiel?
Well, I'm talking about back in the day when Elias was on Raw. Ezekiel's good too. Obviously, they're two different people, all right? I don't know why you're on, you probably like KO. You think they're the same person, and they're not. They're two different people.
I want to see. Let's see if how they're going to pull this one.
I'll tell you what, if Damian Sandow shows
up.
Not
a bad actor.
If Damian Sandow shows up on Monday night,
I'm going to pop big time.
I would have loved that shit.
Yeah, that shit's going to be great.
He looks like Elias too right now with the way his beard is, like, it's crazy. He could pull it off, bro. It would be just like such a fucking gimmick story. It would be so good. They're going to go to the moon if he comes back. He's going to be a pop instant. And KO is going to go...
He's going to lose his mind.
And KO's really good actor, bro. Like, KO, to me, he's ready for any sitcom on TV right now. Like, you can give that guy his own sitcom on TV right now. He's that good of an actor. Like, he really makes you believe he's losing his shit. He's good. KO is a generational talent, man. I like to feel like KO is the spot that I might have been able to have if I could have went all out with the wrestling. Same spot he had, bro. That could have been me against Stone Cold and Mania, Dave. Because we're almost the same age, same everything. Only difference is he never stopped wrestling. And look what happened. He ended up beating John Cena on Monday Night Raw as his debut match, bro. What a life. KO's got a story, bro. I got a lot of props to KO, bro.
He brought Stone Cold out of retirement. Like, are you serious? Like that,
yeah, but that's still
it's
still a dream match.
That has to be like the top. That has to be like one of his top thing that he ever did.
Probably the top. It probably is the number one because he's a mark. He's a Stone Cold fan. He's a Stone Cold fan. He's a big time Stone Cold fan. Just like you. Probably marked out. Loving it. Anyway, that was a good night for wrestling. Dave, I think, is frozen. We got some technical difficulties. Maybe we can hear him. I can hear you, but right now you're frozen with your arms up. It's pretty funny looking. We're going to end the show like that. Dave, everybody get your arms up like Dave. He's obviously really excited to go off the air. And, it's been Wrestling with Savage. This is my cousin Crittext rapping. Make sure you follow us on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, Twitch. And, we'll see you guys on Monday night for Monday Night Raw. Enjoy your weekend, folks. And happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there, including you, Dave. Happy Father's Day. Happy Father's Day. So, call your father or, or not. Do whatever you want.
Your first one, right?
Yeah, my first one. I'm a daddy.
Oh, boy.
I'm a daddy.
Yeah.
I'm your daddy.
No. I'm like expert level right now.